Not since Mad Max Fury Road has there been a simultaneously exciting but morally complex look at the apocalypse. We saw Hell Comes to Frogtown, and you know what that means.
Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly, rock a rhinestone vest while whipping Justin to Kelly, or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June, gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam, just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado to Birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line, cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice, cause a bad Jim Barney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth! And hello, people of Largo in Los Angeles! We are live here at Largo at the Coronet, our home for our live shows, and we are so excited that you are here with us tonight to talk about Hell Comes to Frogtown, a movie that defies so many things, but I won't even talk about, there's so many things I want to talk about, but we'll have to do it all with our amazing guests. It's a How Did This Get Made all-star show, but we need my co-host. Please welcome Jason Mantzoukas. What's up, Jason?
Paul! I'm getting ready to talk about frog titties!
Not since Howard the Duck have I been so grossed out.
Grossed out? What? No,
We'll
there are some pretty sweet frog titties in this movie.
You are also, I know that I am, but are you wearing your chastity belt tonight?
Yeah, of course.
All right, great.
Of course.
We've given the audience all earrings, so at any point you can shock our balls and dick.
Yep. High-tech jewelry in a woman's world. Everything's an accessory.
It's an earring and a ball shocker.
Oh, and also the cars are pink.
Like I said, this is a How Did This Get Made all-star show. This last guest, you saw her a long, long time ago on an episode, I believe, about a film called The Tourist. You know her from her Comedy Central show, Another Period. Please welcome Natasha Leggero. Woo!
Yeah.
Why did Jason get booed?
We have a very special guest tonight. You know him from his own podcast, the Hound Tall Podcast, also Another Period. Please welcome Moshe Kasher.
Yeah.
Welcome. Now, before we even get started, you two are you guys, have you started your honeymoon tour, or is it going to be beginning?
We haven't started the live dates, but we've been knocking boots in preparation.
I love it.
We're married.
So they
newly married, right?
Yep.
That's true.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
where can people get tickets for this tour that you guys are on?
And it's you guys having sex in front of people? Yeah. That is the tour? That's what you're doing to prepare for it, you said.
Yeah, I said knocking boots, and this incredibly hip-hop savvy crowd was like, what?
Yeah. No. These are podcast nerds. This is a room full of people who took notes on a terrible movie.
Wait, hold on.
To be honest,
knitting.
there's a woman knitting in the front row.
Drinking tea.
Whoa. There is a woman straight up knitting.
You know.
But by the way,
are you knitting?
What is she
What's
knitting?
happening?
She has not stopped knitting.
Is it a scarf?
Oh my God.
Nice.
She's knitting a scarf.
An infinity scarf. What does that mean?
It'll be a circle.
Oh, an infinity. I was like, she's gonna be knitting to it till infinity. It's like
That is beautiful.
You know you're at a Saturday night late show taping when you look out and you see somebody crocheting and somebody else drinking chamomile tea. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. Podcast.
Here we go, podcast.
I would argue that she's probably the only person who productively did something while watching this movie.
I love the idea that people would come to the live podcast and do what they do when they listen to the podcast. So if like half the audience was just folding laundry and the rest of you were kind of exercising.
But you know what else is like? It's not that you're crocheting, it's that you came into the theater, knew you were going to crochet, you have the implements to do it, and thought to yourself, the front row is where I'll start.
I can't imagine they'll notice.
But anyway, the dates are available
you're
on
just committed.
NatashaLeggero.com.
Knit, pearl, crushing it. You're gonna have a whole scarf by the end of this show, which will be sold in the lobby, correct?
Hey, you know what? And you can say, how did this get made? And you point at yourself.
Yeah. Please put a picture up of that scarf on your Twitter or your Instagram that just says, this is how this scarf got made. We will all take a picture with this scarf at the end of the show wrapped around our necks.
Finish it. Please finish it before the end of the show.
Yes, so please finish it.
This is what she wanted.
Is anyone...
You did it, you attention grabber. That's all you wanted. All these knitters, they come here trying to get that attention.
There's somebody in the back macrameing who's like, I told you we should sit further up.
And
no, there's a guy in a loom in the back, just on a...
Yeah. And like somebody scrapbooking.
And somebody else who just walked in when Paul's like, this is what you wanted. There's all these knitters here who misunderstood what Paul said and was like, whoa, he got so racist. Getting a little edgy for the knitting material.
Late show, edgy.
Late show. Guys, we haven't even gotten to the movie. And this one is crazy.
Well,
this one is really bananas.
I think, and I've said it a handful of times, every now and then I feel like a movie tops a movie, and I'm like, oh, now this is my favorite. This is definitely in my top 5 of the best movies we've ever watched.
100%.
Wait.
Because it's crazy.
Well, Natasha, tell him how because we lived, Natasha and I, husband and wife, so we live together, we sleep together, we fuck together.
Yeah.
And we had, as you said today, how long did it take us to get through this movie?
We watched it in like 4 or 5 20-minute increments.
That's torture.
We couldn't do it. I can't.
It's only like an 87-minute movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I had
It's
to
not
rewind,
interminably long.
fast forward it.
That's just punishing yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta muscle straight through it.
And by the way, I am a huge They Live fan.
Well, that's a good,
Right, so when Roddy came on the screen, I said to Natasha, oh, this is good. This guy is he's great.
But is he good in Day Live? Or what's it called?
They Live.
I don't know what it is.
They Live is the
Jamaican dancehall version.
They live, man.
They live. No, They Live is the...
It's an Elephant Man song.
They Live is the bootleg DVD of They Live that you buy at the flea market.
Well, it brings up an interesting point because a lot of people have been telling me for a long time, you have to do They Live. And I thought, yeah, but this is better. Like, this is... Like, They Live is fun, it's great, it's got everything. But this is something that I never really even knew about. And it's crazy to me because
it's
watching
based on a true story.
100%. The thing that I was kind of...
Right?
Just to start it off, for those of you who don't know, the movie is about the last fertile man on Earth having to impregnate the last fertile women.
By the way, I didn't know that.
And also...
You mean even right now?
Yeah, like I still didn't understand what that movie was about.
Also, consent, not a problem.
Almost.
This is a movie in which the hero character is a rapist.
Wait, no, I read
When we meet him, he's been arrested for sexual assault.
Oh, because I felt like in this movie the government was a rapist, which mirrors
That too.
reality.
Yes.
Well, I will say that the thing that it really mirrored to me was I couldn't believe how similar this movie was to Fury Road.
Oh, yeah.
There was like
So much.
shocking similarities.
It made me think less of Fury Road. Because I was like, I see what you did, George Miller. You're up late at night, this movie comes on, and you're like, fuck.
After 40 years, I figured it out.
I can do this a little better.
Yes, like you said, the movie starts with basically Rowdy, or sorry.
Double RP.
Rowdy
Oh,
Roddy.
Roddy.
I can already tell this is gonna be a problem for you.
Not gonna be good.
Names, not your strong suit.
Never been.
And this one's gonna be real tough.
This is gonna be tough for me.
Roddy Piper.
Rowdy. I get it. Roddy.
Ronda Rousey. Piper.
Well, but basically,
Piper Rounder.
Pied Piper. Silicon Valley's Pied Piper.
Roddy.
Roddy, Piper, Laurie.
Laurie Kilmartin. Great stand-up comedian, writer for Conan. Piper.
Well, the movie starts off with him getting interrogated, and they go
By
like,
the border guards.
Right, there's like, you raped this girl, and then
His
they come
daughter.
in. What?
It was that guy's
Daughter. And then the medics come and go, whoa. Yeah, but she got pregnant. And they're like, so it's cool.
This prisoner was accused of sexual assault.
Your daughter has changed her story. Once she found out she was pregnant, she must have had a change of heart.
Wait. Was it possible?
That's what we thought too, until we ran some tests. This man is carrying a loaded weapon.
His dick.
And MedTech on a provisional government authority now claims it.
The idea that this movie posits a hero who is purposefully impregnate, he's just a rapist who the lady army, okay, I wrote this down and I was like, the plot of this movie is that they found the most potent guy who's a legendary coxman and they need him to get to Frogtown to blast babies into a bunch of different women so we can win the Cold War? Is that the movie? Because that's what they say. Like, you have a dick, it works. What? That's crazy. So whether or not they know it or want it, you're gonna fuck these women in Frogtown.
And and sometimes he wants to fuck these women. And
Yes.
sometimes
Right.
he's like, I
He's
don't
coy.
want
Yeah.
to fuck these women.
Yeah.
He's coy. It's all about enthusiastic consent. That's what this is about.
Well, and whether or not there is, like, whether or not, because the girl doesn't seem to want it, the desert, mutant or whatever that they get, and then the army leader gives her like a horny shot, and she's like, uh-oh, I'm ready to go, and then they're cuddling.
And by the way, neither of you are even mentioning the fact that there are frogs in this town.
Oh my God.
Sexy as fuck frogs!
And by the way, there was an article in the LAist this week about
How sexy frogs are?
About the Los Angeles neighborhood of Frogtown that is being gentrified against the will of the people, the Latino people in the neighborhood. So I thought this movie was about the scourge of gentrification.
Nope. It's about a man named Sam Hell going into a town full of frogs.
Not the hell that is white people coming into a part of town full of Mexicans.
This scene that, Paul, you've pulled up here is one of the first scenes where Roddy Piper is in the offices of MedTech.
Yes, and I was going to say,
the lady army branch that are now own his dick and balls and all that it contains. And it is 1988, and you know what there is everywhere? No condom signs.
I was literally
the
saying,
height of AIDS. AIDS is just starting to be understood, and the message of this movie is don't use condoms. Come on.
And I was going to say, Jason, you have this same exact sign over your bed, right?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Ladies.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you ladies and like one of you dudes.
The reason that sign is there, you know why? They needed to make sure that them babies, they live.
Here's the other thing about this scene. When he hears about his fertility, he takes it as if he's like, they're saying, you got a big dick. Like, he's like psyched. He's like you're a popular man. You got a lot of women pregnant and you're like a lot of women pregnant. He's like, yep. Like, that shouldn't be like something that you're like.
He is world famous for fucking. Everyone, including the women of other species, i.e. frogs, are like, oh, I've heard about you and that dick. I want it. Everybody is wanting Roddy Piper's dog.
Rowdy's dog, right?
Yeah.
Rowdy.
And then what's the contraption that he has?
Like a chastity belt.
He has a chastity belt that's
Military
engineered
grade.
by the girl's earring.
Yes. Yeah,
And-
controlled by her earrings.
And that's when I checked out.
Really?
Oh my God, that's when
That's
I
when I
checked
was
in.
like, best movie ever.
I was like, this is what this movie is about? I am so excited. The man is wearing a full-on...
Military grade codpiece, straight up.
Let's take a look at this scene here just to get an idea. This is pretty much the whole premise.
Mr. Hellman, I can understand why you're so popular with the ladies. You've left a string of pregnancies everywhere you've been.
Is that a fact?
You have the highest spermatozoan count we've ever tested.
Must have been all that fiber I ate when I was a kid.
What?
The war reduced our male population by
I'm
68%.
shitting spermatozoa.
It made most of the human race sterile. But we're still at war. A population war. Each side is desperate to rebuild and rearm. Now that requires manpower. Manpower requires people. And that's where you come in.
Damn. It's stuck.
It's an electronic lock. Only we have the code. The ECR stays on at all times.
Well, how am I supposed to,
There's the flap.
It monitors your physiosexual condition. It's for your own protection. After all, it's government equipment now.
So
They own his dick.
Now, if you look at this device, it looks like the most hard plastic you can imagine in a triangular shape.
It's like a codpiece.
It is but I'm just saying, like, if there was a flap, I mean, to know a little bit about hard-ons, how does it get out?
What little bit do you know?
I've seen pictures of it on TV.
Oh, yeah? Wait, on TV?
Yeah, like on Family Feud and stuff.
You have?
We asked 100 people what use a flap on a codpiece given by the provisional government of a post-apocalyptic Frogtown would have.
I just don't understand how, how if he got hard in that, how it would find the flap. There's no
It's not
flexibility.
articulated. What are you talking? It's not like a duck's dick.
The woman.
No, but if he's like hard in there, like it would like. Is it,
Oh, I see what you're saying. He gets hard up like a dog.
Well, I mean,
Well, I think he probably has to go out the front and then it's up.
No. I'm thinking.
Okay, let's get.
if he's like this, if he gets hard,
Okay. Here's.
but he's got this cop. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Exactly. Yes.
This is crazy. You're.
It has to be in this position, soft.
Yes. Yes.
Wait. This is crazy.
And what we're saying is, if the dick is hanging south, it's gonna have a hard time getting out of the flap.
And what I'm saying is, if the dick is hanging south, you put it in her mouth. No, but no. What? Oh, somebody wooed. That was okay. No. What I'm saying is this. What's crazy about your logic is that it's the same size soft as it is hard. It's just facing
Isn't
down.
that how dicks work?
But wait, so show it to me. Yeah.
But that's not how that works. It's more like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not like that. It's
What
not a
I'm saying is,
retractable
when I'm not-
telescope.
Wait.
You are missing some amazing physical comedy. if
I'm
you're
sorry.
listening
I'm
to
sorry.
the
Mine
podcast.
is
sorry.
mine is more like this.
Mine is like this. Mine is like this.
Yours is a tail?
Yeah.
No. Mine is like this.
Anyway.
Because I love my wife so much.
Oh,
I gave her.
Just gave it to her?
Yeah.
But I just want to reiterate, his purpose now, as per the government of, I'm assuming America, I don't know, I'm assuming it's America, is to get It's like it's reverse Children of Men, right? Like he's the only person who can like create kids. There are no other. Do they even talk about it? Are there other guys who can do this? Who can successfully?
I think everyone's sterile because of the nuclear war.
Sterile.
You know, like the fallout was everyone's got. You know, it's like microwave their balls.
Nuclear wars. This movie starts with there are 2 nuclear wars.
I rewound this movie like 3 times in the first 5 minutes, going like, "What did I miss?" And then I realized I didn't miss anything. It really just doesn't like. It's sort of like, yeah, you get it, right? Yeah.
Right. Also, the whole idea of the flap, I like that you bumped on the dick articulation out of the flap. For me, it was like, if there's a flap that you can put your dick out of, why the codpiece in the first place? Why
well, the codpiece is to shock you.
Why not put it around your neck?
But she said that sometimes she's got to doesn't. I thought that part. Maybe
no, she has to get him aroused. That's for sure.
Right.
That's what the whole desert lingerie.
Oh, you have a scene of that? The desert lingerie?
I do have a scene of the.
That character has government issue lingerie.
Yes.
Under her army wear, her fatigues and so forth, that she has to wear in order to keep him aroused because she's been trained in the art of seduction.
And she's always wearing like granny panties.
And she's always crocheting in the front row of a show.
Killing it.
I wrote down at one point, I go, this is like a post-apocalyptic Who's the Boss? Because the woman looks like Judith Light, and like he's like this tough guy, and it's like, she's his boss, and he's like, hey, you know.
Mona, take off the codpiece.
It's so hard.
Thank God you're here, just for that flawless danza.
It's so hard to tell in the 80s if someone was hot or not. Like,
yeah, I found that true.
Is she hot? I couldn't tell.
Okay, although I will say,
you tell me.
I will say the woman who's the soldier who's manning the gun all the time is absolutely stunningly gorgeous.
Wait, what's her character's name?
All right, well, we can take a look and find out.
Sentinella, and what's the actor's name?
Czech something. CEC.
Czech Varel.
Czech Varel would have been a more appropriate name for that character than the false character name they get. That looked like Czech Varel.
Yeah.
By the way,
she was beautiful.
She was
Angela from Who's the Boss I agree. I couldn't figure out what they were trying to do with her.
Yeah,
they were trying to make her like smart and nerdy, like she's the smart boss woman, but also like sexy.
But putting on underwear.
They did that thing like what they do in all like movies, or like they're like, oh, she's the hot girl, so let's put her in glasses, but really big glasses. Yeah. Like, but it was also like I felt like
there's nothing wrong with really big glasses.
No.
Oh boy.
But I felt like her, like I couldn't. Like when she took off the glasses and her hair came down, it wasn't.
She didn't take the glasses off. He took her glasses and threw them
into the desert.
She just kept walking
when
with
she him.
turns
into slave Leia.
Well, let's take a look at the camouflage bikini scene, because I guess she's got to keep them hard intermittently.
Those are her orders, she said.
She's got these granny panties with lace.
Hey, you look terrific in this light. See you in the morning.
Yeah, burn.
Rejected.
And she's like, oh, I'm going to have to dial this up.
She's the hot one.
Yeah, she's the hot one, just polishing a gun.
She's stroking her.
I just thought a man of your reputation might still be hungry.
I'm full.
Angela, go to bed.
Are you sure?
And then he looks at her.
Well, maybe not.
Grabs her and just starts making
I'm sorry. I was just...
Did someone teach you, or are you just a tease by nature?
I was just following orders.
Orders?
Regulation
That's
12
exactly
keeps
what
us
the
up in an
Nazi said.
excited state. It promotes potency.
Oh, potency.
I'm just doing my job.
Good. Well, when we get back, I'll have them give you a raise.
Also,
It's a real great meet cute.
Meanwhile, What's Check what? Check Varel?
Check Varel.
Meanwhile, Check Varel, the understanding of the scene is that it's a seduction scene that the lead woman is going to seduce Roddy Piper, and then it's a turnabout because she's got to keep him hard. Check Varel just watching the whole time. So assuming like they're just going to blast in front of her?
No. Check Varel was like, I know she's got to get him hard.
Yeah.
That's because she trains the gun. But
then Check Varel's like, I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
And starts to fuck him.
But also, Check Varel was really interesting because...
Check Varel?
Is Chuck Farrell, has she been in anything else?
We should check that out.
Somebody want to check Varel right now?
She like looks at Roddy, like when he's taking off his shirt, she looks at him like, but he's barely wearing a shirt. Like his shirt's almost fully open, and when he like takes off his shirt, she's like, "Ooh!" It's like
Every woman
it
looks
was
at
already
him.
there, really.
Every woman looks at him like he is the most gorgeous man alive.
And
He
by
is
the way,
not defined at all.
no, he's out of shape.
Yep.
And Roddy Piper, may he rest in peace, blessed be his memory, is giving a masterclass in terrible acting. It is in a movie with talking animatronic frogs, he out-bad acts all of them.
How would you describe it? Because I keep on going. It seems like his acting style is a bit delayed. It's like if his line is like he like this is how I picture it. He's looking at the other actor. He's like, right, that's the line that they say to me. Then what do I say? Not on your life, mister. It's like, and then he delivers it. It's like you can see
Or
him walking.
I think what he's doing is he's looking at the other actor and he's like, silence. Okay, here we go, Rowdy. My line. He just waits to not hear them talk and then is like, that's go time for me. Not on your life, mister. He is very enjoyably goofy.
Oh yeah.
He's like a goofy. It's like they were like, we want Kurt Russell to be in this movie, and they were like, what if we got Roddy Piper, and every day hit him on the head with a hammer?
You know who they originally? The film
What
was
if we kept him concussed for the entirety of the shoot?
The film they originally wanted Daniel Stern.
Who doesn't?
Wow.
Right? So
course.
Daniel Stern, you might remember him as one of the wet bandits from Home Alone.
The tall one.
The narrator from
Wonder
Stand By
Years.
Me. You know, he's been in a bunch of... But Daniel Stern does not feel like the right fit. He wanted to work on the script. They said
Why?
no.
It's perfect.
Wait,
Except-
Rowdy didn't want to work on the script?
No.
Rowdy was like, I'll show... You got craft service? Great, I'm in.
They got
was-
hummus?
They got hummus.
You got hummus?
I like your vision of 1988. Where's the hummus? Hi, Roddy Piper here. Do you have vegan, gluten-free treats?
Is this seaweed?
Because right now I'm wrestling with my celiac.
And they're like, your trailer is full of beef jerky. That's what you eat. It's top to bottom Slim Jims. Enjoy.
Well, I was going to ask you if he was coming, and then I Googled him and saw that he died.
Yeah, right.
But
But he's coming in this movie, nailed it.
But then it also said that he was the longest he wrestled for longer than any other wrestler in the world.
Is
Like,
that true, everybody?
oh, okay.
Whoa. Very aggressive.
Like
Surprise,
40
surprise.
years, or
Giant
50,
wrestling fan in the
45
front
years
row.
or something. Okay.
No? He didn't?
Who
Well,
did?
It was not you. I thought it was you.
Oh, what are you, a blushing bride now?
That nerd.
You've disappeared.
Okay. No. Okay, black and white shirt. Who is the longest wrestler?
Oh, it's just definitely not
Oh,
him.
wow.
Oh, why don't you mansplain to my wife a little more about professional wrestling?
Moshe.
No.
Moshe, no.
Oh, because she's a woman? She doesn't understand wrestling? Should she be crocheting, bro?
Who do you think it is?
Is that a microaggression, bro?
Ric Flair has definitely wrestled for way longer than Roddy Piper.
Oh, wow.
Maybe he's the second longest wrestler.
No, you fucking idiot. Natasha, shut the fuck up.
Why did you even come here?
No!
Shut up.
Let the man talk, Natasha!
I was just trying to say something nice in his memory.
A Ric Flair's?
Well, that guy took it away and gave it to pretty boy Ric Flair.
Natasha,
No mention of Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the greatest of all wrestlers.
But I was gonna say, Natasha, like, when did you
Thank you,
check
Pfizer.
out of this movie?
Oh, she checked out during the opening credits.
That was it.
I mean,
I got mad, I'd say like 2 minutes in.
So you got mad in that the scene that starts off, the prologue scene that has nothing to do with the movie at all, because the prologue scene is like a scavenger getting a Statue of Liberty, then like a weird guy that came out of like the Warriors.
Like another scavenger.
right. At this
Yeah.
point in the movie, she had checked out not only of this podcast, but of her friendship with you, Paul. I had to talk her back as Paul's a great guy. You know Paul. You love Paul. She's like, you're right. I love Paul. We press play. It's like, fuck Paul!
No,
I thought I
did
was giving
like
you guys a gift.
You gave me a gift. It was a one-sided gift.
But I think the aesthetics of the movie aesthetically is kind of cool and beautiful and
Right.
80s, and then there's all that like the girls at the end are all wearing like the pink furry like they're in these like lingerie.
I'm in it all the
animal,
way through.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
especially
you-
for the scarf ceremony.
Not to get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, that was cool. That
scarf was cool.
almost got
I
yeah.
just
do that later with that scarf. Get ready.
Infinity scarf.
Get that scarf on my dick.
I want to bring up two things as we talk about this opening for 1 second too.
We do have How Did This Get Made dick scarves for sale on the Earwolf store.
They're great. It's hard to get erect in the dick scarf, but there's a flap.
Everybody's shaving those pubes off. Keep it warm with a scarf.
Everybody's shaving.
The opening,
Everybody.
The prologue of the movie is like, hey, you can't scavenge here. Then a frog. Well, no. Then this masked man.
A greener? A
greenie.
Who you assume is a frog, right?
think
Well, you only assume after you go ribbit at the end. So
That's an
like,
assumption. I don't understand what the word assume means, by the way.
He shoots. He goes, you can't have guns. Then he gets shot, and he goes like ribbit. And then like, well, wait. That has nothing to do with anything because they seem to be very much in control.
Nope,
Was that the beginning of their control?
Within the movie, I was unaware of any animosity between the scavengers and the frog people.
And also, the frogs have guns through the entire film.
And do not shoot them.
Yes.
They are constantly running with guns and never firing at people.
Now, and then Natasha, to address something that you said you liked the style of the film.
And particularly, there was a man with
Right, that was cool.
there was a man with a helmet and then a beret.
motorcycle helmet.
A motorcycle helmet, and then he had a beret on the side of the helmet.
That's a cool look.
I
love
also
that look,
like,
by the way.
cool.
Yeah.
I also like that one of the frog guys had an eye patch.
Yes. Well,
That was awesome.
the other one was wearing swim goggles. So I guess.
There was clearly a production designer that was like an artist in there that was just like, there was some high-level shit going on.
yeah.
All of, what's it called? What's the frog strip club? Is just Rick's from Casablanca. The frog with the fez is Sidney Greenstreet in Casablanca.
Right.
That's what they do.
Oh, like they're straight up doing.
They're
you're saying,
doing Rick's.
that's
they're
interesting.
doing that setup.
So who's Humphrey Bogart? That would be Roddy.
Rowdy.
No, I think it's.
The toady.
I think it. I guess is No, Toady would be. What's his name?
Oh, Ric Flair.
Yeah, Pretty Boy Ric Flair.
It
doesn't matter.
I was just gonna say that if you did like the way the movie looked, you can thank Maximo T. Bird, the director.
You think I didn't already thank Maximo T. Berg?
Now the interesting thing about Maximo T. Bird is that his real name is Donald D.
Donald D. Duck.
Donald D. Duck. And he wants to keep them alive.
Hello, me I'm Donald D. Duck.
His real name is Donald G. Jackson, but directed this movie under the name Maximo T. Bird, and the other movies that so he has 2 IMDb pages. Some is Maximo T. Bird, and so these are the movies that Maximo T. Bird has directed. Rollerblade, The Rollerblade 7, Frogtown 2.
What?
Big Sister 2000. Toad Warrior.
Toad, he likes
Wait, wait.
amphibians.
Shotgun.
Toad Warrior? Is it Road Warrior? Is it
There's
like Road
two
Warrior?
more of these movies. Shotgun Boulevard.
Salamander Alley.
Close. Roller Gator.
He's like, I gotta put these franchises together.
Roller Gator 2.
It gets-
After a while, Crocodile.
It gets better.
He did the It Gets Better campaign? What I care about is amphibians and gay kids.
Hollywood Cops. Lingerie Kickboxer. Ghost Taxi. Ghost Taxi.
Oh, whoa, no, that's the one where Danny DeVito dies and comes back through Whoopi Goldberg.
Wait, what?
Ghost
I
Taxi.
want to watch every one of these immediately.
And finally, Blade Sisters.
Whoa.
And this is all Maximo.
This is all
Sisters.
Maximo T. Bird,
But what if
who
the
is
other
different
guy-
than Donald G. Jackson.
What if Donald G. Jackson, what if you literally and of course Donald G. Jackson, and listed like amazing movies.
On the waterfront.
The Parallax
The Big
View.
Chill.
You know, Blade Sisters is you know how they're redoing Ghostbusters with an all-female cast?
Yes.
So Blade Sisters is an all-black female cast for Blade.
For Blade.
It's a vampire hunter thing. All right, cool. Glad
Take
you guys
care.
don't edit.
Moshe Kasher,
Thanks.
everyone.
In the sequel, Return to Frogtown, Rowdy was replaced by Lou Ferrigno,
Oh
Good casting.
who
Interesting.
boy. What must that be?
who crash lands into Frogtown and is modified and turned into a frog person, giving him superhuman strength.
I don't know. We got Ferrigno. I don't know what to do. What if we made him a frog? Then it'll make sense. Okay,
then
bad idea.
Ferrigno, we want to pitch you. You're going to be acting in green makeup. Are you good with that? I'm totally good with that.
Later re-released as Max Hell Frog Warrior in 2002, and according to Maximo T. Bird / Donald G. Jackson, the film is intended to be a standalone story. The film was made using the technique known as Zen filmmaking. This is the style of filmmaking in which no scripts are used.
Wait, who's in this is not Ferrigno.
No, this is the main character, Max Hell, played by Scott Shaw, and the villain is played by Joe Estevez, the younger brother of Martin Sheen and the uncle of Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen,
That's
Wow.
amazing.
who looks just like Martin Sheen. It was, yeah. So
Has
that's,
anyone seen the Zen filmmaking version of this?
I want to
No?
see, I really want to see
I wanna
Max
see-
Hell Frog Warrior.
I want to see every one of this guy's movies.
Right, and by the way, this guy had a full career in this weird dark alley of filmmaking.
Yes.
And then his alter ego also was a director, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's made a lot of movies.
What did Donald T. Jackson make?
That I wish I knew. I don't have that in
On
front
Golden Pond, The Maltese Falcon, Citizen Kane.
of me. He is, it's so crazy. All right, so you checked out in the first.
I mean, I just don't like those types of movies.
Okay.
What types is that, Natasha?
Well, I don't like bad 80s movies, really. If I'm just going to be laying in bed,
Yep.
I'm not interested. And then also
So you're
Rowdy
saying
Roddy.
you wouldn't have just sat in a chair and watched this?
No, but if it was like in the background of a party, I could like deal with it. But
So you watch, how many movies are you consuming in the background of a party? If it was playing in an Indian restaurant on a TV behind the bar, I would totally.
well, that would be perfect because it looked cool. Then I wouldn't have to listen to Rowdy, talking, and then that weird.
I'd like it like on Taxi TV.
In the back of a New York cab, Sam Champion reviews Zootopia, and then this is playing.
plays
Right, like
in
the
its
truth
entirety.
is this movie's cool, but like even as a cult person, you can't directly enjoy it. You have to kind of be like, nah, I like it actually. You know what I mean? It's
I was
Can't
legitimately like it's weird. It's like that fine line of like there are bad movies that are not enjoyable. I thoroughly was into, like I was enjoying watching this.
I agree.
Because it was so crazy in concept.
It was, yes, and it was at my exhaustion, at each of my exhaustion points, something truly insane would happen, and I would be like, and I'm back.
It's actually much like taking a psychedelic drug.
Yes.
You know? It's right when you think you're too high, you become high in a different way.
Yep.
And you're like, whoa, God touched me.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Because I'm fully on board for this story of this rapist on the run. And I love this, but wait a minute. Now I'm getting a little bored with it. Frog people? Don't mind if I do.
But see, I was so confused. I kept thinking I wasn't getting something.
To me, it's like a weird thing because they're like, you fuck a lot of women and your sperm is high. He's like, yeah. And then whenever he's near women, he's like, I don't want to fuck her. Like,
Well,
And the women are so fucking horny. Every
some are
woman is just
really
like,
hot.
oh, an overweight wrestler. Mamma mia. Like, they all want him so bad.
Well, then they get to Frogtown, and Frogtown to me is bizarre because it doesn't seem like the frogs are at war with anybody. It just seems like you're going into the frog.
There was some exposition about something that happened in Frogtown, wasn't there?
It's like a Native American thing. Like here, there's like a veiled Native American metaphor. Here, take a listen. You can hear how it plays out here.
Oh boy, she gets to keep those earrings.
Yeah, that's Commander Toadie's black leg. Oh, he hates me. Well, he hates all human beings.
There is a lot of bad feeling towards humanity here. It wasn't bad enough that we unfortunate creatures were created as a byproduct of human warfare, but then your kind herded us on to these reservations as if we were cattle.
Hey, I had no part in that. I hate the government.
So, basically, they, I guess, herded the frog people. Now, that was the frog talking, and our amazing, somebody who helps out with the show, Averill thought this voice sounded familiar, and I want to kind of show you where it could have sounded. I think everyone knows that this could have been the voice from the Nickelodeon show, The Hidden Temple. Take a listen. This is, you'll see both voices. Here we go.
John Sutter's map to the lost gold mine can be found in the tomb of the ancient kings.
Some miners found a case in an abandoned mine. It's only slightly radioactive.
So
That was impressive.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my God!
I don't
I
recognize
have
that
no
either.
idea what we're looking at right now. But it's got
But Paul and all these people-
little kids in helmets.
That was
So,
the best.
so it's got to be good.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay.
And it's like kind of like a cooler version of Double Dare. These kids had to like run an obstacle course, and they were given their missions by Olmec, who is a talking like Easter Island
Like
kind
statue
of
kind of face.
But he sounds just like the Frogman. There you go.
But that's
Why don't I have a question about the woman that they find, like the girl in the desert?
Oh, back in the
I'm not talking to you directly. You and I are not engaged in a one-on-one conversation.
Man, I would be so happy if she stood up and she's like, oh no, I was the woman in the desert.
I would love it if that person was like, suddenly was like, hello, like had a microphone.
She grabbed a mic and she's like, actually, you were engaged in a one-on-one conversation with me. I am Olmec of the television program Temple Run, or whatever.
And then everyone in the audience gets up, and they're all wearing yellow helmets.
And like a bunch of kids come in helmets.
We did it! We finally beat the mission!
Right.
Yay, Roddy Piper resurrected!
He's no pretty boy Ric Flair, Natasha.
The longest wrestler alive, I think.
Okay, so somehow they run down this woman who appears to be like a crazy desert person, She's like, they hog tie her.
Well, she's a feral mute.
She's like a feral mutant kind of person, exactly.
In the
She's
desert.
not a mutant. She looks normal.
She's like a desert. It's like Burning Man.
She's like a.
Have you guys never been to Burning Man?
That's why I checked out.
Because you don't like Burning Man. She's like a desert, like a crazy person. And she's like, like feral is a good way to describe her. And they're like, well, we tested her. She's feral, so get to work. Which is crazy.
And they oddly have his dick hooked up to like a machine.
Yep.
Like and I thought, is his dick like, are they like milking him?
No, that's the other thing. At no point in this movie are they like, at no point in this movie are they like, oh, you're super virile. We're gonna take your sperm and we're gonna put it in women and we're gonna have babies. They're like, you gotta fuck these bitches. You gotta fuck everybody.
Wait, but you're wrong. You're incorrect.
Really?
Yeah, they do that. It's so deeply buried in this unbelievably incomprehensible plot that I didn't notice it, but then I read the Wikipedia stub afterwards, and apparently that does happen. Literally, that happens.
In the movie?
At the fourth sort of act of
the sixth act of this movie?
Apparently, the earring stops having as much power over him because they have withdrawn the. Read the Wikipedia thing.
Wait, so the earring is sucking out sperm? This is why I don't trust Wikipedia editors.
I don't think so. My understanding is that he has to fuck the people. And that seems to be what's doing, which I was like a little uncomfortable with. And he's like, at least clean her up. Like he's like, she hasn't even brushed her teeth. Okay, so then the blonde army lady tries to act sexy to turn him on, so he'll fuck the feral desert woman.
She's like,
and then it doesn't work, and she feels bad about herself, and he's like, all right, I'll fuck the desert woman so that you feel better about being sexy. So he's like, I will rape the feral desert person so your feelings aren't hurt. It's insane. And then they clean her up.
This is what I was talking about. It says, having already taken numerous samples of reproductive material from him, he is now deemed far more expendable than the women themselves.
I don't get that.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's
Also,
true.
here's the Adolf Hitler stub on Wikipedia. Hero to all.
What?
I don't know. Of what? Hitler or Frogtown?
The camera's legit shaky in this movie at certain points. Like someone's like they just left in the first and only take. Like legitimately, the camera's like.
He's like, wait, what movie am I on?
Yeah.
It's basically them holding the camera guys in place because they keep trying to run away.
Get back here.
No.
They're visibly shaking with laughter at Roddy Piper's acting choices.
There's so much to talk to.
Sorry.
No.
He has sex with the feral desert woman. They put a bracelet on her and are like, walk north. Like, you're pregnant now and alone in the desert.
Where there appears to be no water.
Walk that way. Get out of here. We already knocked you up, and that's the whole point of this.
Don't stay in our van with the gun and the protection or anything like that. Then then he's in Frogtown, he befriends a stripper frog. And then the stripper frog wants to fuck him too. But can she get frog pregnant?
Yup, she got hella babies, man.
Yeah.
All kind of little eggs, little wrestler-ass eggs coming out. Talk about crack, sploik, you know what I mean?
Roddy's got some tadpoles up there.
I'm just trying to pull out the stripper. The stripper scene is pretty amazing because, look, Roddy doesn't. Roddy does not
I don't know how to
want to get
thank
on.
you for helping us.
I do.
So hot.
Oh, wait a second, lady.
So
I don't even know you.
But I know you.
What are you doing?
I'm Donatella Versace, you know me.
Yeah, this frog stripper is like everybody else looks like a frog, and this looks like Mona from Brazil when they pull out her face like
Mona, you got leprosy or something?
I can promise.
Oh, Sam. I knew it would be great.
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Do me a favor.
Anything, Sam.
Put this on.
He tells her to put a bag over her head.
Yo, sometimes you gotta do that. You know what I mean? You gotta say, hey, put this bag on your head.
When you fuck
Which
a
she
frog.
does. She puts it on her head. I felt bad for the frog.
She does
stripper
for
at
real?
that point. She puts it on her head and then he sneaks away. And then she comes and rescues him later and gets killed.
She was a horny frog.
And when the frogs kept on going like, how many lilies does that cost me? How many lilies? And I'm like, is that their money? And is their money lily pads? Like, what were they? Like, why were they called their money lilies?
Yep.
But that would be like calling our houses dollar bills, right?
Wait, what?
Because isn't like a lily pad like the frog's house?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A frog I thought it just leaps from lily pad to lily
It's
pad.
more like the ground.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like
42
things
grounds.
in grass.
All right. It's all...
I don't know. Yeah, that was weird. It
Where
was
do
also
frogs
weird
live?
that when they're running, Roddy and the frog woman are running, and she inexplicably falls down to the ground and is like, go on without me. She's like, I cannot even just get up. And it's also go on without me.
That was probably the actor talking.
Yes, I'm done.
Who fell because of all the prosthesis. Was like, you know what? Fuck it. Goodbye. I wanted to make it as an actor, but this shit is not worth it.
I would like to
I came here for the hummus and now I'm leaving.
I would like to talk for 1 hour about the dance of the three snakes.
I mean...
Because this is mental.
A couple little things about the dance of the three snakes. Obviously, it's a dance for a guy who has three dicks. But Sandal Bergman was supposed to be naked for the dance of the three snakes.
Wait, the woman was or he was?
Sandal, that's the woman.
Okay.
But refused to do the nudity on the day. And that
Good
was,
for her.
yeah, she pulled out.
She's like, I see what's up.
Can you imagine Miles Tito or whatever his name was going, you don't think this is worth it? You don't think this project is worth it?
When I was doing Ghost Taxi.
You know who got naked? DeVito.
Check Pharrell gets fully naked within a second.
Hey, wait, can I say something though? Real talk.
Real talk?
Are you guys ready for real talk?
Real talk.
When Check Pharrell got naked, I got a little bit horny.
Oh, she was beautiful. I thought
She
she
was
was
undeniably sexy.
Yeah, no, I mean that was hot. And when the
Like
when,
that
and honestly,
and
when
Frog
the
Stripper
when
was so hot.
when Frog Stripper put the bag on her head, I was like, I would.
Yeah. Oh no.
You gotta get that frog pussy.
That's when I came.
Should we play the dance just so the audience gets it familiar and then we can talk about it?
You know, because if I was with that frog,
Or die!
She's dressed a little
Modern
bit
ballet.
like John and Xander.
The dance of the three snakes.
he has a name for it. Why?
And you know, she's trained in the erotic arts, so she knows how to get those three snakes going, but
This is crazy.
And you may survive the dance of the three snakes.
Ooh, now it's sexy. Shoulders.
and it's slow-mo.
By the way, what's funny about this, you know that the director and her just had a huge fight about her getting naked, and she's doing this.
Like, this is crazy. Look at what she's doing. The cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. And he's like creaming his jeans.
She's doing like really bad John Travolta Staying Alive dancing.
Oh, hell
Then we see three frog penis hard-ons getting ready to go.
No, it's like let's get physical.
Oh, yeah.
The three snakes.
By the way, that's the beret guy right there.
Why don't we get to see it? I know there's a cut where you see it. Right?
1, 2.
Her double take is amazing.
3. Oh, what?
I ain't going near any of those things.
No!
Wait, I just thought of some new steps.
Oh, blam.
You
So
kicked
yes.
me in my 6 balls.
You know, I would have liked this movie if it was a musical. Like, that seemed like she should start singing.
I would have liked this movie. You're like, I would have liked this movie if it was a musical in France in the 1920s with different actors and a different script.
If it was Moulin Rouge.
I would have enjoyed watching this movie more if it had been Moulin Rouge, the movie.
The way that her eyes clock the 3 dicks.
She
means that
skips
there's-
one.
Yeah.
She goes left, right, center.
Well, yeah, she goes left, like not realistically far wide right, and then back to center. So the idea is that he's got frog dick here, and frog dick over there.
And then how would he fuck her? Like, all right, so...
Ass, mouth, pussy.
Oh!
Why you asking stupid questions, dog? And you know what else? He fuck her froggy style, which is right when he nuts, he bounces.
Ribbit.
Talk about
ribbit. I'm about to ribbit. One of them is ribbited for her pleasure. Nailed it.
Pete Holmes, get out of here.
Sorry, everybody.
But Jesus Christ, in a way.
Oh, man. Here's my issue with the whole movie.
I thought you were about to say with Pete Holmes.
I'm going to make it weird for a second.
Come on, weirdos.
Is that the end fight scene when they're escaping, all of a sudden, R Squared has a samurai sword, which has never been seen the entire movie.
Right.
Like, it would be like introducing Indiana Jones' whip in the last scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's like, wait, what? Like, he's got, and like, it makes no sense that the one thing, just give it to him the whole time. The whole movie's gonna end with the samurai sword. Just give him a samurai sword.
A sword.
Right, just basic filmmaking technique.
Yeah, a sword that he's like effortlessly throws at someone. He's just like wham.
Well, you
like
know,
it's a knife you throw or a throwing star. He throws a samurai sword through a man. He throws it so hard it goes through an entire man.
Chekhov once said, if you have a samurai sword in the 6th act of a movie,
it will be used in the 8th. But they do, the other women in the harem, by the way, there's a harem of fertile women in this movie.
That pop up out of nowhere, right?
So
they're like being held captive in Frogtown because I guess they've been fucking the 3-penis frog?
Yes, they successfully have been fucked by that frog guy.
Yeah.
Because other people die from that ceremony.
Yeah.
But not quite Angela from Who's the Boss. They prepare her by like waving scarves over her to like open up her like body or whatever, and she appears to get like super turned on
by a scarf fanning.
What's that?
Angela does?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's into that.
She's kind of like, ooh, whoa, wow, what?
Now that would have been a great musical number.
Yep.
I kept on going, whose fantasy is this movie? Because on one part you go like, all right, well, it's a guy's fantasy because it's like you get to fuck whoever you want. But then I'm like, but then it's also like, but then they're like zapping his balls like a Farrelly Brothers movie. I'm like, well, maybe it's like a woman's, like maybe it's like, oh, now we're in control of you. And then I'm like, but I don't know who is this like for? Because he doesn't seem to even be enjoying the sex.
We also never see any of the sex, really. This movie to me was like a porno that the sex scenes had just been taken out of. Because everything like leads up to, well, and now we're gonna fuck. And then it's like, jump to the next day with, wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? Like, it felt like they just surgically removed all of the porno scenes. But you can imagine them.
Well,
or you can go to, our forums where we will write the porno scenes.
Oh, please don't do that.
Please don't.
But draw them. Let's go to the audience and see if anyone has. Yes, you want to come here? You can come here. Come on over here. Obviously, I think this movie is prime for a reboot. And so my question to you is your name, who you think should star in the reboot, and your question. Okay, so here we go. What's your name?
My name is Danica.
Welcome, Danica. Okay, who should be in the reboot?
I think The Rock.
Ooh, that's
The
good.
Rock.
The Rock would be great. Okay, and what's your question?
I wanted you to play the Shut Your Hole clip because I've been seeing it up there.
Oh, you want to see the shut? Well, all right, there is a great clip of a frog saying, "Shut your hole." And not really a question, but just a shout out for a
clip.
And you know what? I'll give it to you. All right, here we go. So this is some great acting and
By a
enjoy.
frog.
By a frog.
Where are you from, stranger?
Nowhere nice.
Got a name?
Hell. Sam Hell.
Never heard of you. She your...
By the way, we find out his name is Sam Hell 45 minutes into the movie.
Oh, it's so late.
If not later than 45
And
minutes.
this is when I was like, that's why it's called Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Me too.
This
Me
scene.
too. This is it.
This
This is
scene.
the moment. All right, so here we go.
Do you
Scar
think
Girl gets it.
comes was a double entendre? That's a serious question. Not
it?
at all? Do you think it was slightly double entendre that hell comes to Frogtown?
Oh, yeah.
I bet it was.
Hell comes in Frogtown.
Yep. Frogtown is the frog stripper's pussy.
Let's hear that. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We'll hear the frog say no.
Barter to Leroy.
Private Barton.
Well, yes, but
Shut your hole! No private barters allowed in
Wait,
Frogtown.
please, I want to do it again. One more time.
Yeah, of course.
Let's not laugh so we can hear it, really.
All right, here we go.
well, yes, but
Shut your hole! No private barters allowed in Frogtown. Toadies more.
That was good.
That is pretty great. Great question.
Good eye.
I would love it if people in our audience started shouting things like "No private barters allowed in Frogtown" in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Frogtown.
All right, sir.
Do you think that director ever came in, like, flew into the set and was just like, let's do it again, but just, like, way realer this time? Like, just take it all the way down.
You know that happened, and he was like, "Print it. It's perfect."
I feel like that actor came in. He's like, "So you're gonna be playing a frog?" He's like, "I was thinking about my frog. I want to wear an eye patch." And Maximo was like, "Can you be in every one of my movies from here on?"
But that's kind of a British accent that he just did. It was like, shut your head.
You think Maximo comes in like, do you mind if I give you a line read? Sure. Try it like this. Shut your head! Okay, you sure? Yeah, that's
I
it.
would like when Maximo directs, like, he wears a different outfit, like an 80s sitcom, like there's Dennis G. Johnson or whatever, but then it's like Maximo comes in with a beret.
Oh, see, I think Dennis, he wakes up every morning as Dennis.
Yes.
He drops acid. And then begins directing as Maximo for the rest of the day. When the acid wears off, he's like, oh, Donald or Dennis? What is it?
Dennis.
Donald's got to go to bed, because this, where I am right now, is an embarrassment. Got to go to bed. I'll get up, I'll take acid again. This will all make sense in the morning. Let's throw away the scripts.
Hey, Jason.
It's Zen filmmaking.
Jason.
Moshe.
I think it's time for somebody to ask a question. So honestly, and
Yeah.
no offense,
Shut your hole! Fair enough.
All right, sir, your name, your person who should star in the remake, and your question. If you have a male and female pairing, I'll take that too. Who should play Sandal Bergman, the famous Sandal Bergman?
I'm Sean Pressler, but I'm considered the Jason of our group.
This guy is the
Walk
you
away
of his
from
group.
him, Paul. Paul,
All right, yeah.
Paul, I don't even want to know his question. I know what he's doing. I know what you're doing, and I'm not going to reward it.
The Jason of his group, man.
Nope.
All right, here we go. Yes. Who are your two stars?
I think Justin Bieber should be fucked by the three snakes.
All right, that's not what we're asking.
Getting worse, bro. That's not what a Jason of the group would say. Also, Also, what is this group?
All right, what's your question? You have one chance to redeem yourself.
And I'm guaranteeing it's not going to
Do you
work.
think that Coors Beer sponsored this video because it was the only beer that survived the apocalypse?
Can you just call a movie a video?
Yep. And he called it Coors. Do you think that Coors beer?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do not call this beautiful work of art a video. Use the phrase cinema, piece of cinema, or film.
And the word Coors has one syllable. Coors. K-O-O-Y-E-R-S. Coors beer.
Sir, your name, your 2 stars, your question.
Robert, Nick Cage, Biling.
Ooh, Nick Cage and Biling, I like that.
Yep.
I like that a lot, actually.
So you find out in like the last 5 minutes that he has a daughter or had a daughter?
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And then he gives like his only memento of his daughter to this chick who's the only interaction he's had with him is she's tried to kill him and tried to fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, here, you should have this now. And he gives away his daughter's necklace to Czech Varel, which I get because he's like, you're the hottest person in this movie.
Right.
Like,
and honestly, like, who knows how
jewelry?
Who knows how hot his daughter was? Maybe, probably not as hot as Czech. So he's like, here you go, thank you. You know.
You know, it's Roddy Piper's daughter, so she's got to be hot.
I thought that they were.
She's actually the UFC champ. She was for a while.
I thought they were going to reveal that Czech Varel was his daughter. That's why he wouldn't.
Oh,
you know,
interesting.
yeah. Make it interesting. Make it interesting.
A controversial theory.
All right.
Here in the Largo.
Czech Varel was on the grassy knoll.
Very few women with questions for Hell Comes to Frogtown because they think it's a perfect film. So
front row. There's a
that
front
guy's a
row
lot
woman.
more judgmental. Here we go. Yes, your name, your 2 stars, and your question.
My name is Lucas. Ric Flair should definitely be the next star of Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Yeah, Natasha, you asshole.
My question is, so you've got the Robert Palmer girl driving the pink war rig through the desert. I feel like, or I guess, would you guys agree that the Johnny Comes Marching Home seems to be emitting from this as would like the ice cream truck going to beckon these
You're
fertile
saying,
women from the
Is it
desert?
diegetic? Is the music being played in the truck? Yeah, they're playing it during that, but I don't think they're playing it on their radio.
Yeah, it's not like an ice cream truck coming through town.
You know how the soundtrack to a movie works, right? Oh, boy.
Jason, it's
Those
a
Goonies
video.
think it was weird when they turned on the radio and they heard that Cyndi Lauper song about the Goonies. Were they like, wow, that's like about us, right?
Yeah. They already made a song about us.
And our adventures?
That's so cool that on the Death Star they had an orchestra.
All right, your name, your 2 stars, and your question.
Sarah, I feel like Hulk Hogan would be really good. Did you?
He has a video.
That also is a film.
Did you say that her?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
You're looking right at me.
I know.
But first of all, my real question to you is
unsettling.
Who are you of your group? No, yes, go ahead.
She's the Czech Varel of her group.
Yes, your question.
Okay. Did you say that her sexy?
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Uh-huh.
Earlier.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Jason, she's playing for people listening. Jason.
I think that Jason said her sexy dance that she does to get him to have sex with the feral girl didn't work. But when she was dancing, there was a clanking sound, and I thought that was his dick hitting.
That's cool. Somebody else who doesn't know how boners work.
No, you might be right. You might be right.
There's
because
no way
it's the metal sound of his metal dick hitting the metal on metal, because a fleshy thing hitting the metal. No, I get it. You and I both understand how boners work.
All right. Your name, your 2 stars, and your question.
Owen, I think this should be the next Angelina Jolie Brad Pitt project with her directing. And his name is not actually Sam Hell.
What is it?
In the beginning, when they're doing the med tech thing where he gets the codpiece, she says clearly Sam Hellman. So,
Oh, wow.
Do you think someone was writing this and said, well, if his name is Sam Hell, no one's going to believe that. It's just that Hellman, and he uses hell for short.
Do you think at any point...
No one shortens your last name.
Joke. Ready?
Oh, okay. I hope we are right.
I doubt it now, but...
What? Nothing changed.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What in the Sam...
Yes, that was it. That was it. I was going to say, did somebody run in at a certain point and go, who in the Sam Hell is Sam Hellman?
And you two are together, so I want to
just
give you...
hugged.
I want to give you...
and I just hugged.
I want to give you a chance to ask a question, too, so you can't go home and feel like you got something that you didn't get. So what's your question?
I just wanted to correct that the girl in the desert is actually one of the escapees because they ask her, like, why didn't they come with you? And they're like, oh, because they're all passives, which comes back with the sword, so...
Got it. So she's not a feral desert person, as I have been referring to her.
By the way...
She's an escaped woman of the harem.
By the way, I have to say, the women tonight have been really on point with what has gone on in this movie.
Yep.
To a point that I feel dumb and not seeing it. Who has a really good one? A really good one. Yeah. Sir, you come on. Yeah, come on. You're in the middle. Yeah, come on. I'll get somebody really deep in there.
Boy. Here
Sir,
we go.
Your name,
How's the scarf?
your 2 stars, and your question. Here we go. I'll hold the microphone. Sorry, I make you do it.
Get it together.
So the 2 stars. I think Natasha would be pretty good at it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, I want to be Chuck Burrell, though. I got to be...
Hey, honey, you'll always be my Chuck Burrell.
Oh, he's another Jason of his group.
No, I'm saying the other actor would be Jason of the group.
So
you're casting her as that guy?
No. He's casting her as Sondal Bergman and the guy who said he's the Jason of his group
as Sam Hell?
Yeah.
Wait, why can't I be Sam Hell? That's my wife!
You'll be the whole guy. Your question.
You could be Toad. So did they ever clarify what ECR means? I got that from my girlfriend.
ECR?
Yeah, that's what they call it. ECR. What is that?
What is the ECR?
Oh, I'm sure they tell you at the beginning. It's like electronic, blah, blah, blah,
Any
blah.
ladies know? Any ladies know what the ECR
Wait, what's the question?
Yeah.
What?
Why do they call it ECR?
what is it?
Oh, I see.
Electronic cod propulsion.
Electronic cock restraint.
Oh, electronic cock restraint.
No. The word cock is not part of it. Have we all lost our minds?
Oh, now you're quality controlling this film?
I mean, there is no way.
These people, this group of artists would never stoop so low.
I'm talking about med tech. I'm talking about med tech. They would never put the word cock in the formula.
They're the ones who made the no condom sign. They're cool.
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
It's the 80s, no condoms.
And the pink car. Oh, guys, there's so
I will
much.
repeat that this movie did come out in theaters. Okay, your name, your 2 stars, and your question.
My name is Stacy. 2 stars would be Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. My question was, do frogs really have 3 dicks?
Yeah.
Moving on.
What are we doing?
Moving
Do you remember when Paul said a good one?
Now that was actually.
Do frogs really have 3 dicks?
Wait a second. I have a real question for that person. Can I ask you a question? Jay, and the microphone isn't there, but you can yell out. How old are you? 30. Don't you think if there was something that had 3 dicks in your 31 years, you would have heard about it? If there was an animal running around with 3 independently operating penises, don't you think we'd be talking about it?
Jason.
On this podcast, me specifically.
Jason.
Because I'm the Jason of the group.
Jason, I don't want to take your word for it. We have a veterinarian here who it says they can get to the bottom of it. Where's our veterinarian? Hello, veterinarian. First of all, what's her name?
Oh, if I'm proven wrong, I'm going to be real
Dr.
embarrassed.
Dana?
Dr. Dana, yeah.
She's Dr. Dana, and here's the question.
Double D?
Do frogs have 3 penises?
No, they have a multi-purpose orifice called a cloaca.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. I got that at the pleasure chest.
A multi-purpose orifice. So what can they do in that multi-purpose? What does it do?
Just all the secretions come out at once.
Shit, piss, and you can stick it in. All right, great.
So they've just got one hole to rule them all?
Boom, boom, boom. Nailed it.
Stop. Crushing.
I think we can't top that. Wow.
Wow.
Wait, but some animals do have two penises. I'm reading an article from ScienceAlert.com called Here's Why Some Animals Have Two Penises.
Okay.
And why?
Scientists have found out the origin of the double penis and have worked out why humans have only one. And this one's weird. Except for comedian Moshe Kasher.
Who?
It's right there in the Wikipedia.
Does it say what's weird about it is that you have 0 or more than one?
I too have a colloquia or whatever.
We have you have a colloquium?
Yeah. I have a
colloquium for a dream. That's how they end the movie.
Get out of here, Pete Holmes.
Yeah, snakes have two penises.
What?
Some birds have two penises. That's what it's saying here. I mean, hey, what are you gonna do?
Does that ring true to you, doctor? Yeah. Okay, she's.
Oh yeah, no, I know, and they are animals.
I smell sequel. Okay, so obviously a lot of people have a lot to say about this movie. If you want to talk about this movie or anything on your mind, you can call us at 619-PAUL-ASK. That's ASK, Paul Ask. 619-PAUL-ASK. And
go ahead, caller. We have you on the air.
Well, you can ask questions like this question right here.
And I'm going to call back every week until you answer this question because I ask everybody this question and no one has given me a good answer. Let's say we're rebooting Ernest. We're sending Ernest to work. Ernest goes to work. I don't fucking know. But we're rebooting Ernest. Who plays Ernest in the reboot?
No one will answer that question.
He's been asking everybody.
Wait, Jason.
But he doesn't know if it's Ernest goes to work.
Also, no one asked me who would reboot.
Moshe.
Yeah, Jason.
I want to reboot Ernest. And
Okay.
I don't know.
Great idea, by the way.
Thank you so much. I don't know. It's like Ernest goes to work.
Okay, that's the obvious.
Something.
Yeah, that makes
Who should
sense.
play Ernest?
What'd you just say? What did you fucking ask me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who should play
Who
Ernest?
should play Ernest?
Fuck you, I'm not answering that question.
Wow, that's a difficult. Well, let's go around the circle here. Who would you recast as Ernest? Natasha, you can play along with this too. I mean, June talked about Ernest's sexuality being an all-time high. Do you find him to be a sexual
Jim
person?
Barney?
June found, like, legitimately, not a joke. June was like, he has a strong sexual presence.
I'm trying to picture him, and I just keep seeing Mr. Bean. Is that different?
Yeah,
That's very different.
Yeah.
Ernest P. Worrell, he's...
he has like the ears.
He's like, I know what I mean, Vern?
Oh, okay. He should be that comedian, Harlan Williams.
Ooh, great.
By the way,
great call. Great call.
Wow, really
Right,
good.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, Harlan, that is pretty solid.
I've got a conceptual one.
Okay.
Because Ernest P. Worrell got his...
Conceptual one.
Well, because I think Natasha...
Premise from McDonald's.
No, it's more like the world peace, the concept of world peace. No, because Ernest got his start, as I'm sure you guys know, as the spokesperson for Squirt Soda.
Yep.
I would say that Orlando Jones, who was once the spokesperson for Sprite, would be a great and diverse new look at the Ernest franchise.
It's very conceptual, but I can get behind that.
All right.
Jason, do you have anybody coming to mind? I'm
having trouble. I'm like trying to figure it out.
Who's got the funny, goofy likability?
Jack McBrayer.
Ooh.
That's good. That's real good.
He's got that goofy Southern charm, and he's
That's
a
good.
real dummy.
A real dum-dum. Oh, now the pressure's on me. I've been thinking, I'm not going to be able to come up with anything to top these. These are all real good. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay just fumbling through a weird world.
No, you know what I mean, Vern? Hey, Vern, get the fuck in.
Ernest goes to
Get the
Brooklyn.
fuck in here, Vern. Oh!
Well, if you want
Squirt soda.
if you want to hear more questions like this and answers like this, you can listen to our mini episodes every week. We can call in 619-PAUL-ASK.
Paul Ask, A-S-S.
No. Ask. A-S-K, Jason. A-S-K. But now
800 Paul Ask. All those Paul Scheer Ask questions you want answered, call them in.
It's not about that. That line has been disabled.
Oh, you want to talk about those buns, hun?
1-800-PAUL-AX.
I got 3 assholes. Let's go for it. Obviously, we had an opinion about this movie, but there are some people out there that had a different opinion. It is now time for Second Opinions.
Just because they didn't come first doesn't mean they're worse. They always come last because they kick so much ass. Second Opinions of Love.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, amazing. USA.
Frogtown.
Wait, are you saying USA or Kumite? That's what I thought.
Oh, Kumite.
Kumite from Blast. That is dangerously close to taking
No, they
over
weren't
this
saying
entire
Kumite.
podcast.
They weren't saying Kumite. They were saying she crochet. She crochet. She crochet. It's what? Oh.
Yeah! Yeah, Moshe! Fuck you, Moshe!
What'd he say? What'd you say?
Oh, man, you just got shamed.
I just got knitted. Let's develop a show on MTV called You Just Got Knitted. You hear?
These are 5-star reviews culled from Amazon. This first one is by Mitch. And it goes like this. And the grammar is as presented. When the leading male role, R-O-L-L, is not acting, he is a pro wrestler. Roddy Piper.
Was that you, Ric Flair guy, that wrote this?
I have seen all movies he is in and like them all. That's all in caps. It's like the movie he has been in were written just for him and his type of character.
Why, it reminded me of my traumatic brain injury.
This one from 2000 writes, if anyone knows where I can find a copy of this movie, let me know at dragon1955@juno.com. 5 stars.
This is on the website Amazon.com, by the way.
If anyone knows where I can find a copy. So let's
Anyone
email
knows of
in.
a website that sells various items, including old DVDs, please do.
Arguably, for him to even write this under the Hell Comes to Frogtown page, you could have bought it. They just don't have.
He had to go. He had to find it for sale in order to review it.
To be fair, this is my first time on the internet since Juno.com was established as a domain name.
Contact me at Mitch McGee at AskJeeves.com.
This one is written by Vineet S. Cochran, and it goes, I was one of the frog guards, not credited.
That's cool.
I got to meet Roddy Piper, who was very friendly, and Sundal Bergman, who asked me where she could get some coffee.
And, of course, where the hummus was.
The frog puns were flying a mile a minute on set, and some were unbearable. Also note the green beer made of 7-Up and Palmolive.
Whoa, they couldn't get green food dye?
3 nights in a warehouse was too much for me, and I refused to continue in a heavy frog costume in Death Valley in May to June of 1987, even though they promised me a credit.
5 stars. That's amazing.
But that was some good insider information.
Yeah.
That was cool.
His story Sondal Bergman and him really kicked it out. He really hit it off.
Yeah.
Where's the coffee? Darling, where's the coffee?
That was his memoirs.
No commitment to the craft from that guy.
Uncredited, the memoirs of...
If you want to know more about Hell Comes to Frogtown, you can read Blake J. Harris's article at slashfilm.com. Just head over there. He does these amazing oral histories of all the films. But now I ask you guys, is there anything that we didn't cover that we want to cover? I feel like we definitely got a lot of it out.
Well, we didn't talk about the border guard who comes back at the end.
Was that now here's my thing. Was that the border guard who came back at the end, or the dad?
Same guy.
Same guy.
Oh, same guy.
Same guy.
Yeah.
He
Also-
comes back at the end and is like, I've been stealing uranium because I'm tired of it being a woman's world. It used to be a man's world. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then sword throw.
He takes the sword out and runs away.
Yeah.
Which I was impressed with that. I think when someone gets a samurai...
You're supposed to leave it in.
Yeah.
He will live longer if he leaves it in. Technically.
I also wrote this. I don't remember what...
Veterinarian?
I also
Double
wrote
D's?
that there were like, I don't know what this means, but I remember it maybe making sense that there are lackadaisical obstacles. Like, he's just like, oh, like, there's no real obstacles there, but he's really looking like he's having a hard time traversing them, I think.
Oh, one of my favorite things was they like pick up like a beeper, like boop, 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 a motion alert, and they're like, they get in the car and they're driving to try and find it, and she keeps giving the direction more left. That's not something you say. More left. More left. More left. You're either going left, you're going straight, or you're going right. I don't think... She says more left enough times, they've 100% gone in a circle. More left. I wish... What do I go up at this intersection? Left. Oh, no, more left.
Oh, you mean backwards.
Anything else? Anything else?
I'm good.
All right.
Natasha hated this movie.
No, but I really love doing the podcast.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming out, and a big thank you to everybody who makes this podcast. All right, if you love the clips of this show, they are all put together by Avril Halley. She pulls them all together, and she has a great YouTube page, but basically have all the funny clips from this show. It's called Movie Bitches. Go visit that on YouTube. We have a big thank you to Nate Kiley, Marissa Zeitz, Leanna Waldron, everybody here at Largo, everybody here at Earwolf. Thank you guys so much for coming out to our live shows at Largo. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.